What did it mean when he said it to you at that moment? We're coming from a guy like him who's achieved what he has and has the voice he does for his team. When he says that to you in that moment, what does it mean?
Respect. I think that's very respectful coming from him. And then, like, I mean, coming from him is it's a joy. It puts a smile on my face. Just like I said, respect. I can't do nothing but keep going and make him keep saying that.
Take us through the punt return, the one for the score, Alijah. Like, how did you see it developing, and like, how did you get to the end zone?
Well, I knew coming into the game he had a pretty good leg on him, so I knew he was going to eventually give me a chance. So I kind of, right off the kick, I looked to see what the gunner was doing, and they did a pretty good job of blocking him. I knew I had a little space coming in, so I looked back at the ball, fielded it, and I just saw one cut, like I saw a hole, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. I took it, and it just opened up, and I made a man miss, and the rest was written down.
Did the one before it, you had a nice return the one before it, did that sort of warm you up? Or like, you know, get the juices flowing a little bit for the next one?
Yeah, it did. I caught it, and I seen just green grass over there, and I just took it, and it kind of teased me a little bit. Yeah, it did. It made me feel good right there, I ain't gonna lie.
Just kind of going off of that, the first few games, the first few punts, you were mostly fair catching it and things like that. How good did it feel to really break those loose, tonight?
It felt good. I kept the team, Coach Jones, and the punt return unit was like, just keep being patient, it's gonna come. I kept getting shanks and bad kicks, so we was just all being patient, and we had to clean up a couple things tonight, well, from other plays, and it all just played a role tonight, so.
How good did it feel to get your first pick at the Tar Heel? And then you got one later. Well, what did you see in the first one? Did you think that did you know about the momentum then? Y'all ended up with that 2-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't think
previously it would have been a touchback.
I think it was a miscommunication from the quarterback and the receiver because he just quit running, and I was like, "Oh, the ball's coming. I'll go get it then." So I just just took off and caught the ball. But yeah, it felt amazing. It felt good to get my hands on the ball again.
And then you got another one.
I got 2 of them.
Did you think for a second you were going to take that back?
I tried to, but the dude came. He had a good angle on me, and I tried to go around the blocker, but I couldn't. He made me go to the sideline. But it is what it is.
Is Drake's toughness, for all the great things that Drake does, is his toughness underrated at all?
Absolutely. He fights through pain. Like, he fought through pain probably all tonight, last game. And the way he runs the ball, like, he doesn't slide. So, like, that's kind of tough for him as a quarterback. Like, you see most quarterbacks sliding, but he's diving, getting extra yards, and fighting for extra yards, and just showing straight, like, resilient toughness out there.
Just going back to the return for the touchdown at the end, in the end zone, looks like you gave a shrug or something. Just can you take us through that and the celebration there?
Well, I looked directly at my mom. She was sitting like right in the end zone. I was like, just like, hey, I scored. But that was the first touchdown in a while, so that felt really good.
That's cool. So she was in the Pitt student section?
No, I think that's like the family section right there, yeah.
And how many of your games at UNC has she been able to come to?
She's been to every single one so far.
Yeah, and can you take me through, I know you have her name tattooed somewhere.
Yeah, it's right here on my wrist.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I kind of got it, she was like, if you get a tattoo, you got to get my name.
Right.
So that was like the base of it, so I put it right in the middle of it. So, yeah.
I don't recall, did you return one first score at East Tennessee?
I did not. I got tackled on like the 2-yard line one time. So that was my first.
But you did a lot of returning there.
Well, I had a pick 6 at ETSU. That was like getting in the end zone, but that was the last time I scored, yeah. So.
Alijah, this defense in the first 4 games only gave up 3 in week 1, only gave up in the second half. Only gave up 3 in week 1, 3 in week 2, and then defensively had to shut out in the second half. What's kind of allowed you guys to kind of hunker down, I guess, in those second halves and take a little bit?
Just seeing like what the offense was doing to us, like adjusting to it after halftime. The coaches did a really good job of adjusting and seeing what we need to change throughout after halftime. They was like tonight, they was killing us on a couple things with the safeties, but they seen that on the sideline and adjusted very well. But just staying down, listening to our coaches and being like playing with technique and just listening to our coaches and getting the job done.
Sergeant Gray was kind of talking about like settling down a little bit. Was there a degree of that as well?
Yeah, they kind of had us on our toes, I ain't gonna lie, in the first quarter of the game. So we just had to settle in and play our style of defense.
Anything in particular that's said to you guys that's helped to settle you down, or any moments like that you remember?
Yeah, he always brings us to the sideline before we come on and gives us like a talk and just like, let's go play our job, let's go do our job, play fast, don't think, go play, make tackles, go make plays, D-line, get out the quarterback, DBs, go get the ball. And that's kind of what we did in the second half.
Who was most surprised or most jacked up by the Drake left-handed back? Switched it to the left hand. Like what were all the reactions over there on the sideline when he did that thing?
I think that was an amazing play. I was jacked up. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, whoa, I never seen that before, like live. And then he threw it with the left hand as he was getting tackled. So
Right.
that shows you another how tough he is, just finishing through a play. But I think the whole sideline was kind of shocked about what he did right there. That was a nice play.
Just speaking of Drake, he told us that he was going to take you out to dinner in the bye week. Do you have anything in mind that you want to go?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
He's an NIL guy. You should go ahead and him up.
Yeah.
Nah,
He'd spare some change.
I probably let him decide, honestly. But I know he probably gonna make me decide. So probably, I don't think there's a Texas. Is there a Texas Roadhouse in Chapel Hill?
You gotta do better.
Or is it in Durham?
Englishborn.
Okay, but never mind. I don't know. I still have to look that up, and I have to get with him on that.
Tweet a picture of your meal that night.
Oh, yeah.
All righty, we got JJ Wade. You need anything else from Alijah?
That's fine. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.